to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do a 24-hour readathon. I'm not going to like stay up all night and do like an all-nighter. I am just going to use my phone and just keep track on the stopwatch just every time like I'm sitting down to read, and I'm going to read a total of 24 hours and see how many books I can take off my TBR. Yeah, I got a couple of books that I'm really excited to get into. Right now, I'm currently reading Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, and I am this much into it. Yeah, the enemies to lovers trope is very strong with this one. If you like that, this one's for you, but it's very Hallmarky so far. That's romance for you, I guess. I'm really excited. I'm kind of nervous too about this video, but I love watching these, so I've always wanted to give this a go. I'm so happy to have you here and just really, really excited to get into all of these books. Yes. All right, yeah. Happy reading. Let's get into it. Yay. It's so corny and I love it. So silly in this book, but really so silly. This week I kind of went a little too hard and didn't give myself a lot of time to recover and rest, even though I thought it was enough. I think it's just kind of all caught up to me. Yesterday was a really busy day and I think I just kind of burned myself out. So yeah, today's Sunday and I'm just going to spend all day reading and resting, and yeah, just taking it easy today. And if you need a rest day, I definitely recommend just scheduling some good R&R, because rest is productive. If you don't rest enough, you won't be able to do the things that you need to do. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading. Muffin says to stop reading and pay attention to me. Yeah? Oh, I love you. But I need my book back, please. I need it back. Thanks. Thank you. It's getting juicy. It's not like my favorite though. some, you'll lose some.
Well, you should have thought about that beforehand, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I can't read. I can't read this.
I finished it. I finished this book. I did. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:48. And I've been reading for a little over 10 hours. The ending, I really enjoyed. The first 300, 400 pages was like touch and go. I think I'm gonna give this a 3.5 stars just because some of the dialogue really took it out for me. Like I kept just being like, I'm reading a romance book about love. It was very like predictable, very Hallmarky. Sometimes you just really want to read that kind of book where you know what's gonna happen. So like if you're in the mood for that, like maybe you'd rate it a little higher. But for me, I just kept coming out of the book a lot. I would have to say when like the stuff happens is when it gets exciting. So I enjoyed that. And the author's note in the back is really touching and she does make a very good point. Yeah, 3.5 stars. It's okay. Hello! It's time to get into Fourth Wing. I finished things that we never got over, and right now we're on hour 10. So we got 14 hours to go for our 24-hour readathon, and I think I can definitely finish Fourth Wing in that time. I really want to get 6 books into January, so fingers crossed we can do that. So this is me before I start Fourth Wing. Yeah, wonder what I'm gonna be like afterwards. So excited for this. All right, let me get my noise canceling headphones on. And let's get reading. Because there was a bee and I was afraid he was going to tell his bee friends. So I left and I came back inside. It was starting to get a little dark anyway. I am a little after chapter 10. I am on page 116, which is like a fifth of the way through because there's like around 500 pages. It's good. I feel very captivated. Scene is we're at this like, it's like this academy, this military academy. And it's very fantasy, and there are scribes and there are healers and there's dragon riders, and the main character's mom is like the dean of the dragon riders. Didn't want her daughter to be anything but, and kind of forced her into doing this. You basically can kind of die apparently. Everybody underestimates her. Her name is Violet and she's very fragile. she's very breakable, and as somebody with like an autoimmune disease and chronic illness, I very much relate to her and like how much like pain she can be in, but like she perseveres and she's very smart. I really like that. The people that she comes into contact with, there are two love interests. I think are love interests. There's Dane and there's Zayden. Dane is like her old like childhood best guy friend. They grew up together and he just wants her to be safe, and he just wants to like shelter her and like, ugh, you know when it's yeah. I liked it at first and now I'm like, okay, shut up. So you know, you just need to leave her alone. And Zayden and Violet are kind of like arch enemies or whatever. They have reason to dislike each other because of history and how their families are. Everyone's like, Zayden gonna kill her, and she's like, Zayden gonna kill me. So you just kind of see that unfold, and so it's getting good, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see like what's gonna happen to her on this journey. I have this feeling that something real badass is gonna happen. You know, when you kind of like it drops like little hints like, oh, there's this kind of dragon and there's this kind of dragon, and like I'm pretty sure she's gonna have a pretty cool ass dragon, but I don't know. She might not get a dragon. It'd be kind of sad. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on reading. I have about 10 hours left of reading. Let's see if I can do that all today. That'd be fun. So I'm on hour 14:25. And yeah, I just need about 9.5 more hours and then we'll reach our 24-hour mark. I want to finish this book, maybe start another book. Yeah, I'm excited. Has got me in a chokehold. It makes me so happy. I stayed up until like, I don't know what time, 2 in the morning, and I'm only on chapter 22. So much has happened. Page 167, y'all. 167. I was like, oh! You know. Yeah, things are getting interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of dragons. Threshing, I think that's what it's called. Threshing was, well, I don't want to give any spoilers. Threshing was wild, man. Threshing wild. But yeah, I still have like that much left. I'm on hour 20, so I got like 4 hours left. I thought I was gonna be able to fit another book in here, but this one's in chunks. It's a chunky. It's like a big book and like kind of smallish print. It's just a lot of print on the page, so I feel like this is like, if it was like a paperback, it would be like real big. So yeah. And I just missed my therapy appointment, y'all. I blame this book. This book made me miss my therapy session. It was moved up an hour and I got distracted. Oh well. Let's get our cup of tea and let's finish Fourth Wing. Team Zayden all the way, bitches. Page 278. Hello. Oh my goodness. So I finished Fourth Wing last night and oh my gosh, this book, y'all. I'm so glad I read it. And I want to read Iron Flame like so badly. I'm gonna get that book tonight because it leaves off very like who knew this book was perfect after ACOTAR? Like, this book was a perfect slide into because It has a lot of like, you know, fantasy like tropes and magic and slow fucking burn, bitch. It's a slow burn. Love it. I went over the 24-hour mark. I couldn't put it down. And so I finished the books in 29 hours, 44 minutes. So in the 24-hour readathon, I finished 2 books. I finished Things We Never Got Over and Fourth Wing, which I think is pretty good considering like this one was like 500 pages and Things We Never Got Over was, I think, almost 7. So that's a good like 1,200 pages. I'm pleased with it. Really excited about the next book. I don't want to spoil anything. I will rate it. I'm gonna give it a 5-star rating because it deserves it. It had me go into the next chapter. I loved this world that I was in, even though it was freaking scary. Why is death so entertaining, y'all? And oh, it makes you want to cry too, and just the emotions of this book were very much like heightened. The character development was really great. I love the character of Violet. Just everything that she goes through because she does have a like disability or whatnot. I so resonate with like being in pain all the time as somebody that has like a chronic illness. She just inspired me so much. And then like when you read the author's note, it's because the author, Rebecca Yara, she was diagnosed with like connective tissue disorder. And so I love that she wrote a character that was, you know, like super badass and like didn't let that get in the way of her becoming, you know, Violet. No spoilers, just read this book. I love it. I love it. Especially if you finished ACOTAR, go into this. I recommend. It's nice. It just keeps it up, you know. Thank you, Fourth Wing. I want to like read it again. God. All right, so that concludes this 24-hour readathon video. I hope you guys liked it, and thank you so much for being here. I have a few new friends and I'm just so grateful for you all. The next video should be pretty exciting as well. I love making these book videos. Something about books just really like helps me and like my mental state, and it gives me so much joy, and I know that there's a wonderful community out there that feels the same. Books are kind of a saving grace for sure, and just love discovering new reads and sharing them with you, and I just love talking to people about books and like reacting to books. There's nothing like that because the books, the way they make us feel is just so much more powerful than any other, I think, medium, really. Any other like visual medium anyway. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're liking the videos, and I love that you're here with me, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.